Growl, growl, prowl, prowl. Hello, everyone. I am the Lion of Truth, and I feel like an idiot that I have to make this video because I shouldn't have to make this video because this should be understood by companies in 2020. Like, we are not in the Stone Age, we are in 2020, so this is just a quick video on advertising. The simplest thing that you can do when you're trying to advertise for anything, regardless if it's a video game or a product or a service, whatever, I don't care. I'm just going to be using Sony and Microsoft as my example today because it is currently 2020 right now. It is May 15th, I believe. And the world is ending. We got this pandemic going on. Hope everyone's safe. But yeah, these new generation of consoles are coming for Christmas this holiday. We got the PlayStation 5 and we got the Xbox Series X. So Microsoft and Sony are both doing their advertising. They're teasing and hyping up the consoles, getting people ready to pre-order to buy them, right? Because it's always a console war between the two. And Nintendo's always out in left field doing whatever the hell they do. But when Nintendo does make a move, it's always awesome and everybody pays attention. But they're not included really in any of this. So Microsoft revealed last week I believe they called it the first look at Xbox Series X. What is it they call it? Is it Xbox Series X or Xbox One Series X? First look at the new Xbox next generation gameplay. That was like the title of the video or something like that, right? And it was like 45 minutes long. It had a bunch of people talking and like Skyping and FaceTiming on there, talking from their homes. Just a lot of talking and CGI trailers. Lots of trailers, completely fake, non-representative of gameplay. There was some gameplay. I will give them that. There was some. But the way they hyped it up, the way they talked about it, and then what they showed comparatively, nope, no thank you. Everybody was pissed, including me. Apparently like 15,000, 30,000 dislikes got deleted off YouTube, and YouTube, come on, you guys are better than that. You are better than that. Do not let the truth stand. You Google. You guys were founded on the idea that information is free and it shouldn't be censored. It shouldn't be hidden away. That's what Google's all about, searching and connecting people with information. So please do not be aiding these companies and deleting dislikes and stuff. Let the truth be known. People are very upset with Microsoft's performance recently. They were doing great up until now. Microsoft showed us the console, which I hate, the name, which I hate, but they're at least marketing. They're talking about their console, right? Sony's been completely quiet. They showed us the controller, the name, the console. They've been talking about it. They had Digital Foundry go in and disassemble it and reassemble it and show them, the insides, and we know all the specs and everything. So Microsoft was doing great, and then they do this damn 45-minute live stream, and they totally blow it. They completely blow it. And that's where it took all of their goodwill that everybody had with their marketing up until now, and it's like, wait a minute, you barely showed us anything, and apparently Assassin's Creed's gonna run at 30 frames a second on it. I heard a rumor, no, because they were touting 120 frames, 4K, but we all know that's not true, not at all. I'll just be happy if we can get Halo to run 4K 60, I'll be fine with Halo Infinite, that's fine. Just give me those 60, buttery smooth, some ray tracing in there. I want height audio. I want to be able to hear things above and below me. I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic. Okay, so Microsoft did that. They kind of blew it. And then everyone's waiting on Sony. Sony did blow it before. They said they were going to be talking about the PlayStation 5, and they did. It was like a 50-minute conference, which was terrible. So I guess in that way, they evened themselves out. Sony really screwed up there. But Sony learned, and they learned from that a couple months ago, whenever it was, about a month ago. Where Mark Cerny got up and just gave everybody a lecture on engineering. It was cool, it was interesting, but 99% of the population would not be interested in that. Okay, so Microsoft gives a presentation. It doesn't go well. There's a little bit of gameplay, not enough. And then boom, just the other day, Epic Games unveiled Unreal Engine 5. Let's go, baby. Unreal Engine 5. I love it. Unreal Engine's my favorite engine in the world. It always has been. Ever since Unreal Engine 3 or 2. That was the first one I ever played. It was Unreal Engine 2. I believe it was it on the N64? No. Maybe the Xbox? I don't remember. Probably the Xbox, the first one, the original, back in 2002 or something. It was Unreal Tournament I used to play with my brother, I remember. It was just, we didn't have online, we would just play against bots, and the bots were really good. I remember. We used to play with Capture the Flag, it was awesome. Okay, so, Sony comes out. Well, yeah, with that, first of all, they come out Unreal Engine 5. Sony was the ones to announce it, and they were the ones having the engine running their brand new game on a PS5. We didn't get to see the PS5 or anything, but we saw the game running. It was just a tech demo or whatever, but oh my god. Game itself looked pretty good, like, graphically, but the audio, you guys, the audio. The rocks were crumbling off the walls, and it just sounded like the most realistic, off a cliff, and it just sounded like the most realistic rocks you've ever heard in your life. Like, you could hear them sliding down, breaking apart, some of them hitting harder or softer against the cliff itself. You know, the little pebbles versus big pebbles. It was, oh man, very immersive. The audio, cannot wait. And that's something I've been so disappointed with my entire life when it comes to audio. It's always been left behind. Everybody's always focusing on the visuals. How good does the TV look? How good do the games look? No one talks about the audio, and I think audio is such an important part of games. So important to immersing the player and giving them the best experience possible. Okay, so Sony comes out with that, boom, 9-minute gameplay of this thing. Okay, so already they're like now a step ahead of Microsoft, right? Because, well, I guess they're even now, right? Because Microsoft had the good marketing lead up, was pretty good in talking about it, you know, showing the people, right? And then Sony had nothing, so that's one for Microsoft, right? And then Sony does the presentation, so it actually puts them at a -1. Oh yeah, because that thing was really bad. But then Microsoft knocks themselves down, so Microsoft's at 0 and Sony's at -1. And then Sony does the, whatever this is, the Unreal Engine 5 unveiling, boom, so it's back to even, 0-0, right? And then to top it off, Sony shows us yesterday, it was Ghost of Tsushima State of Play. It's their Nintendo Direct, okay? Microsoft has, I think they call it Inside Xbox, and that's where we saw the Xbox. It was like Inside Xbox, first look, Xbox Series X, 1X. God, I hate the name. Ugh. First gameplay reveal. I don't know. Whatever. So Sony has State of Play, and they were showing Ghost of Tsushima. That's what they told us. There was going to be no PlayStation 5 news here, they said, but it's going to be running on a PlayStation 4, and this is the game that's coming out in July, and that's what you're going to see tomorrow. And guess what we saw? We saw, 15, 18 minutes of gameplay of Ghost of Tsushima with the developers talking over it. We didn't need to see them. We didn't need to Skype them, okay? They just had their audio in the background, just talking, But I do understand the Skyping and everything. I do get that, from the heart. I mean, it does hit me for Microsoft, and I am kind of glad they did it just because the world is in shambles right now, so I do get where they're coming from. I just hope that's not a normal business tactic that they continue doing all the time. Maybe every now and then, but in general, I think it's much more effective just to have your product running, the game running, and, your voice in the background if you want to be there. So yeah, that's just the point of the video, is that Sony, is now pretty much almost in the driver's seat. They're in the driver's seat now as far as marketing, because how simple this was, you guys. Like, they didn't need to do all these other things. Microsoft has done a lot, but they weren't necessary for Sony. All Sony needed to do was to come in, say, you know what, we're gonna show you one of our games, and it's running on the current hardware, but this is just something to look forward to, right? Because PlayStation 5 is coming soon, and they showed us 18 minutes of it. They did not overpromise. That's the whole point here. Like, Microsoft was like, oh, you guys are gonna get this awesome next-gen gameplay. It's gonna be incredible, and we barely got anything. The best thing, the best gameplay we got, you want to know the truth? It was the very beginning of the show. It was a game made by one person, one human in China, using I think, I don't know if it was the Unreal Engine. I don't know what engine he was using. I gotta look it up. I think it was Unreal Engine 4 or 5, who knows? But yeah, one person. That was the best gameplay we saw. They said we were gonna get Assassin's Creed gameplay. We did not. It was just a video, just a cinematic. So, point is, guys, no matter what you're trying to do, no matter what you're trying to push, like I said, I don't care if it's games, food, movies, art, services, whatever. always stick to your word. If you say you're gonna do something, if you say something's included, you better damn well make sure it's there. That's it. Do not overpromise. You always want to underpromise and overdeliver. I don't know why companies don't understand this. They're so stupid with their business moves. They make billions of dollars and they just don't know how to spend it right. Like they could just upload this on YouTube. It cost them $0 in advertising. Zero, maybe $5 if you want to, talk about running the internet for that particular couple hours it would take to upload the video. It wouldn't even take a couple hours. These guys have fucking 1 gigabyte, power line. So for the 18-minute video they uploaded, it would take them like 18 minutes. It would take them like 30 minutes to upload. So, just underpromise, over-deliver. Tell them you're gonna get, they're gonna get this and this, and then make sure they get that. Damn well make sure they get what you said, and then always give more. Give more. Look at Team Ninja right now with Neo 2. Game came out, $60. No microtransactions. You got a 100-hour game there. $60. Great bang for your buck. Incredible game. One of the game of the years, in my opinion, for 2020. I know it won't win because it's not mainstream, but oh my God, you guys should play it if you haven't. I got like an hour, the longest review on YouTube. I have it up on my channel. That's how much I love the game, Neo 2. Team Ninja, they give you the game, and then guess what? Right now, just tonight, I actually just downloaded it. I want to go play it. I should be playing. I want to. Neo 2 has 9 new missions. They just gave a free update. Free. 9 new missions. Photo mode. A new, I forget what it is. Oh God, what was it? Whatever. Point is, 9 new missions, right? Just focus on that, right? They gave it to us. It's telling us, they wrote us a letter telling the fans how much they appreciate us, they love us, and they want our support, they care for our support. That's how you do it. No microtransactions, no loot boxes, no bullshit, no scamming your customers. You give them what they pay for, and just because you love them and you appreciate their business, you give them more. And what do you think they're likely to do the next time you put out a product? They're gonna come back to you. You see, it's not just about games, this is anything, guys. If you're trying to make money, make a business in any way, and interact with people for exchanging, trade, I don't care what it is, underpromise and overdeliver. So that's it, guys. Quick little video on that. Just underpromise, overdeliver. Whatever you say you're gonna do, do it, and then make sure they get more, because that's just good business. And you can look at the video games right now. They're just great companies to look at as far as multi-billion-dollar companies. I think Microsoft might be worth almost $1 trillion, guys. Look this up. Definitely by the time most of you watch this video, they'll be over $1 trillion. Guaranteed, 100%. These are these super rich companies, the most powerful companies in the world. Sony, are you kidding? And they just don't understand the basics of marketing and advertising. And there's so much more I want to talk about, but I'm just going to leave it at that. I want to talk about priming and, teasing your fans throughout multiple years and months instead of just flooding them with information, oversaturating them with information, which then makes every single piece of that information less valuable. But we're not getting into that right now. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for watching. I might go play some Neo 2, hopefully. We'll see. But, yeah, stay safe. Spread love everywhere you go. And I will see you guys in the next one. To infinity and beyond.